Welcome to the Rainbow Gateway Oracle. This is a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, all placements. We have a archetypes deck coming out of the gate here. We are extremely happy that you're joining us. We are so in love with all of our viewers and are extremely excited to be bringing these messages to you. We have readings for sale in the description box. Feel free to check out the links. And without further ado, here we go. The Exorcist. We're looking at the light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So that's the archetype here that's coming out. That's a really prominent strength that you have, is to recognize your impulses that are destructive and sort of you put yourself in check. In other words, you don't have a problem putting yourself in check in others, and you don't do it in a bad way or a negative way. It's something that's really good about what you bring to the table. The universe wants you to take a look at what's good about what you bring to the table. It's like you have a way of exercising the forces that are underlying, which perpetuates such impulses. There's a lot of hot air coming out of somebody's mouth. It's really abhorrent, to be honest with you, to see what's coming out of this person's mouth. Let's see what's going on with the Muse deck. Magician. Ace of Voices. This person who's saying evil things is completely unable to recognize the frequency of truth. There's no wisdom whatsoever within their walls of their energy field. Like there's nothing. Like, you're the kind of a person here to tap into the universe. Like, you're someone who knows how to bring it in, if you will. And we have the Fuck It deck. These cards can sometimes be a little biting, so just to be aware of that in case you're sensitive. But I think they're fun. And we like to play in time because what else is there to do, really? You know? Okay, so we have put on higher boots. The bullshit is getting deeper. Okay, that's coming right out for this person. Like they just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper. And that's what it is. We've got some Green Witch Tarot. The Battle Wagon. You're getting away from this person. You're getting away from it. The Lady and the Lord. The Five of ASSH0LE'S. Not sure how to say that word. I probably just butchered it. I have a Queen of Chalices, Eight of Pentacles. The Storyteller. I'm going to get another archetype card out here. The Avenger. Let's get back to the Muse deck. Knight of Voices. Excuse me. Okay, it's time for you to speak up. This person has ran their mouth for far too fucking long. And you don't have to take that shit at all. You know better. I feel like you don't want to have to shut this down, but you need to shut it down, okay? You don't want to, but you need to, kind of thing. It's just one of those necessary things in life that you just have to do. It's the universe telling you got to do it. They can't hear the truth no matter what you do. And you just have to speak your truth and move away from it, okay? Speak your truth and move away from it. Seven of Inspiration here. It's not going to be easy for you, but you're definitely, like, you're not going to allow the darkness to inundate. You're not going to allow the darkness to inundate when you have to deal with this person, but it's going to fuck with your mind a little bit, but you're going to be able to hold it open. This is a practice, a meditation practice for you, a focus for you when dealing with this person that you have to talk to and speak your truth to. They're going to, there's going to be a lot of triggered feelings, negativity, and stuff like that. But you're going to stay strong in your power. You're going to stay shining. You're going to keep that at bay, and it's not going to affect you too badly. But, you do need to use some energy and some strength to, maintain your focus so that you don't, react to your trigger. You want to wait and respond to your trigger. So when the emotional trigger rises for you, you want to practice breathing into that and waiting for the universe to respond, because when we first get triggered, we get a fearful reaction usually. And then our mind kind of tells us what we should do, and it spins around at times, and it gets real confusing sometimes. But when we allow ourselves to take a couple of deep breaths and look inside, the answers sort of arrive. The answers arrive versus trying to figure it out and pull it out of the sky. They arrive on their own. And, it's like when you're meant to know something from the universe, it's just like the car pulling into the garage. It's time for you to know. It's time for, it's time for the car to pull into the garage. You're going to pull the car into the garage. And that's the thing about your experience that you need to know, is that you're going to make it in there, and you're going to get your stuff out of there that you need to get out of there. It's going to be just fine, and it's going to be just fine. That's what you need to know, that it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. Taking some deep breaths. It's going to be just fine. You are doing just fine. And that's your message from Spirit right now. The sun is coming out here. As soon as you move away from this person, you are going to feel really victorious. It's really going to feel very joyful, happy, coming out of this. You're going to feel really good about yourself after having, kind of gone through this shenanigans with this person. Yeah, there's just there's too much pride here. There's this unequal dealings, and less than is coming out, feeling less than. Making you feel less than, saying things that would trigger feelings of being less than. And, really being wounded by this person because of the way that they talk to you. This is helping you open up your intuition, this work that you're doing with this person, even though they're really, really a disgusting kind of human being. They really are. You really need to speak your truth, and you're going to get away from this kind of energy and these kind of people. This is with the Queen of Cups here, we have definitely, there's some emotional receptivity, there's intuition, there's, I'm getting it's like you're mastering that. You're mastering those things about yourself here. And the work you're doing emotionally, spiritually will be fruitful. You may not see cash money right away about that stuff. Abundance comes in many forms. Someone might show up at work with a whole bunch of pumpkins for you. And you're like, hey, I love pumpkins. Fuck yeah. That's the universe bringing a gift to you. Be aware, it's not always monetary. But You know, these are the things that come to us over time. They come to us in moments when we're, you know, getting ready to step into a new version of ourselves and move forward in life after everything we've just gone through. We have 8-8 here, and it's definitely a stable ground that you're moving to. I'm hearing, you know, El Rapido. It's definitely coming in fast, this move. We have the storyteller here, the old garden rose. We're going to read the book for that. Let's see, we're at a number 31. Interesting, I opened up to 13. Something about the mirroring effect here. Seeing yourself through others. You're nothing like this person, by the way. But in all the people we interact with who trigger us and who are difficult, there's always something we're supposed to see about ourselves in it. But that doesn't mean that we're like that person. But sometimes we could see how a thought pattern in our own mind when we're upset could, you know, be that dark and dirty at times when we have a shadow and we are capable of going dark like that. Sometimes the universe shows us how we're not allowing that sort of demon to embed itself within our energy field, but it could, you know, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's coming up in your future at all or anything like that, but just to say some people aren't as strong as keeping those things at bay. And you've really honed your abilities here to drive out those, you know, demonic thought patterns, you know, behaviors, things like that that come up when there's real woundedness inside. The storyteller. Be aware of fact, fiction, and myth in accounts, as the myths are folding in at the moment to blur the lines. Someone may be more than a little deceptive in their actions and motives. Mind you, there are positive notes to storytelling, and you may find that living out a mythical daydream in some way enriches life right now. The storyteller lives for the passion of painting with words. They will entwine you in their drama, but also in their magic while making some sort of sense, lesson, or memorable moment in the mundane. Interesting. There is an element of potentially you have a storyteller in you and they're a storyteller in a way. And you may have something in there that's in common that's not maybe something you think about on the surface of life. But it's like something deeper like that. Maybe it's not that exact thing, but the universe is balancing the scales of karma here with this person. There's definitely going to be restitution on your behalf from what happened here in some kind of way, whatever that's coming in. There's an offer. There's an offer coming in after what happened to you. It could be a court settlement. We have 6 of materials. This is, you know, finding a sense of balance. There's needing to ensure that your cut is fair, okay? Don't allow them to shortchange you, all right? Don't allow them to shortchange you here. It's a sure thing. It's definitely, you're going to be getting that. It's going to bring stability, extra stability for what you need right now. Four of emotions. Don't tell people about it. Don't, just keep it to yourself, what's going on with this person. When it comes to like the money stuff, it's no one else's business really. Leave it between the two of you. It might be tempting to want to tell a friend about it, but it's just better for you to just walk away from that person. And don't be the one to engage in malicious gossip about them, even though they're real shitty to you. Don't go low blow on them. We have the Hierophant here. This is definitely an elevation for you, and a very empowering one, I might add. Something you've been waiting for a long time. You've been it's like you haven't been able to stand tall until now. Now you're going to be able to like sit up tall, stand tall. You've been like not quite fitting where you are, or not quite fitting in some way. Now you can stand tall after this. Six of Voices. Your levels of ESP are going up here like exponentially. You may actually want to use some kind of a crystal headdress. I mean, who doesn't want to wear that? Or, you know, some kind of a crystal in your hair or something like that. But you're really increasing with or without the crystal. You don't need it, but it's fun if you like them. And they are making communication with you. Just continue to trust that what you're picking up, it is coming through for you the way you think. Nine of Inspiration. You need rest before you take the next leg of your journey, okay? And the universe is going to keep you kind of in the Hanged Man for a little while. You're going to, you know, gain perspective. You're going to rest. You're going to take some time. And then you're going to meet someone here. You're going to meet someone and they're going to take you on the next leg of your journey, okay? And you're going to pass through another like energetic gateway, portal here. It's kind of like the Oracle in the Never-Ending Story I'm thinking of. And you know, and if this isn't a person, this is your spirit guide waiting for you on the path. So if you're on the solo path, you know, you're not going to be able to move quite like there's going to be various types of movement, but there's going to be also a sense of Hanged Man. So the different areas in your life, every version that you've been, every person that you've been in your life, every time period of your life, every person you are in a different place, like, hey, I'm a person over here when I'm in school, I'm a person over here at work, I'm a person over here when I party, I'm an artist over here, you know, it's like, and then also like all of these people throughout time, right? This is the version of you, this is the next version of you, this is the next version, and every part of you builds the next part of you. So don't hate on yourself from the past, because you can't get through it without the previous version of yourself. And every person that you are in your life is valuable because it teaches you about the next person that you're going to be, and it leads you there. So you can't do it wrong, and you can only learn from it, and that's the important thing to remember. And that's what opens up the energy valves and brings in the gravy train of goodness. Because look, we have 4 voices and Page of Inspiration. You might be going to a spa or something, but this is really like finding time to meditate is bringing in a lot of creative ideas for you. I am really getting like, you know, there may be a yoga retreat here. Yoga retreat, spa, hot springs, something like that. That might be good for you. You might be going on a trip there. This is a time to restore your sensory body by closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths and just calming yourself down, and getting in the tub, running the hot water, getting some Epsom salts if you can do that is really recommended here. Just the plain kind is good, and or whatever you like, and that's recommended. Yoga is also recommended here, like getting a practice going if you don't have that. And not everybody's taken that yoga retreat, but there's the urgency here for you to do more relaxation work before you take this next leg on your journey. And Spirit's going to help you with that. And, you know, you really need to love yourself up after going through this experience with this person, because they're real nasty, and you really deserve some help and some care. We have the High Priestess with the Ace of Inspiration. Like, You have everything you need. Everything's going to come to you at exactly the right time. You know it, but then sometimes you doubt it because you're human. And here's your reminder. And you are a total intuitive psychic being yourself here, and you can use your gifts in a number of ways in life and find what feels good for you, what fits for you. With the star, you're definitely going to be elevating even more, and your channels are going to be opening more here. That's good news for you. That's what's coming on the horizon after you close things out with this person and move through some things. And then you're definitely going to be a whole new person, really. And you're going to see that life takes you exactly where you want to be this time. And you're not going to have to deal with some bullshit, because this is the lesson that's helping you learn how to make the right choices in life instead of the ones that are fearful and ignoring of the intuition. You're becoming a total authentic lotus flower, and the time for the mud to be washed away is at hand. Thank you for being here at the Rainbow Gateway Oracle. There's definitely something you need to be seeing about yourself, so don't avoid the truth, okay? That's always a reminder. Don't avoid the truth. We're going to be doing readings in the future on subscriptions, and we have some romance things coming out soon. We're going to be looking into your person and other things like that. And we are really enjoying our life and our time reading cards. It's so much fun to be here to read for you and to take this time to open the channel and offer my service to you. Thank you for being here. Till next time.